everybody. Today I am going to tell you about techniques that can help you if you're having an anxiety attack or if you're having anxiety related to OCD. I'm going to show you grounding techniques for anxiety using your 5 senses: touch, taste, smell, sight, and sound. So grounding techniques using your 5 senses are just a way to bring yourself back to reality. Grounding techniques help you to pay attention to your current surroundings and to take your mind off of the fear that you feel during anxiety and bring it back to an object that is in front of you right now. I'm Katina Blue. This is my channel devoted to anxiety and OCD relief. Please subscribe below by clicking the subscribe button. Also, if you want to be notified every time I make a video, please ding the notification bell below so that you can receive that notification. So first, we're talking about touch. Touching something that will bring you back to reality or really ground you in your present surroundings so that you can forget about your fear. So the first thing you can do for touch is to put your hands under some very cold water and then leave them there for a matter of seconds, and then turn on the hot water. Not too hot, obviously. You don't want to burn yourself, but just enough to shock your senses. And then hold your hands under the hot water for a matter of seconds, and then switch back to cold. That switch in temperature on your hands back and forth could help you bring your anxiety levels down, because you're going to pay attention to the sensation of the water and the temperature on your hands instead of paying attention to the horrible thoughts or things that you are thinking. So this is one way to use touch. Other ways to use touch is to maybe touch yourself and touch different parts of your body, holding for 30 or more seconds each time you do that. You want to pay attention to the feel of your skin and press lightly to feel pressure so that it can help you bring you back to your surroundings and yourself when you're feeling anxiety. Going back to the cold water, you could also use ice. Put your hands in a bowl of ice and let them stay there for a few seconds. That could shock your senses. You could also touch your furniture and really pay attention to how the texture of your furniture feels, or a table. Run your hands along the top of a table and really pay attention to the surface. What you want to do though is make sure that when you're doing this, your concentration is on the object, not on your thoughts. Taste is another way that you can use your senses to ground yourself during an anxiety attack. So you want to taste or eat things that are going to be really shocking to your taste buds. So something like a lemon, cutting a lemon in half and then maybe tasting the juice, something that's really sour. Also, you could try pouring a little vinegar into a cup and drinking that. You can also use something that's really sweet or salty. The basic thing is that you want something that your mind is going to really pay attention to when you're eating it, because you want to focus on that thing and take your mind off of your fears and what you feel as far as your anxiety. Smell is very important because, you know, scents can take us away, right? Smelling a perfume or an odor that makes you feel nostalgic can really help you lower your anxiety levels if you really focus in on that particular scent. Things you could use for scent, well, you could use a very good perfume or cologne, or you can also open a bottle of shampoo and get a whiff of the scent, or maybe lighting a scented candle, something that is really going to bring your attention to the smell. And also maybe try going outside and really taking in the smells of the air, just really taking in a deep breath and paying attention to all of the things of nature that you smell. Now we move on to sight. Using your eyes to bring yourself back to yourself and back to your surroundings. This is very easy because all you have to do is look around and choose maybe 5 objects that you're going to concentrate on. When you concentrate on these objects, you want to really pay attention to the details. So for example, look at a painting on a wall or a picture. Really pay attention to the colors, to the texture of the canvas, how it's shaped, to the different objects in the picture. Take a look at other objects in the room. Maybe look at a mug or a candle. Anything that you can focus your attention on and observe it. Go outside even and look at the things moving in nature. Perhaps take a look at a plant that is flowing in the wind, or really paying attention to birds flying in the sky. Not just looking, but really observing so that you can bring your anxiety levels down. Now we're at our last sense, which is sound. It's really easy to use your sound to ground yourself, because all you have to do is start focusing in on the different things that you hear around you. Maybe a clock ticking, the sound of traffic outside. Go outside and listen to the sounds of nature, a bird singing, the wind blowing. And don't just listen, you want to really focus. Remember to start these grounding techniques as soon as you feel your anxiety starting to rise. That will help you get ahead of it rather than waiting for it to get so high and then having to bring yourself down. Also, pay attention to how you feel when you're doing these grounding techniques. So as you're smelling something or tasting something, notice how your anxiety goes down and start paying attention to that too. Because as you notice your levels decrease, that will help you worry less and also bring your anxiety down at the same time. Stay in the present when you're doing these grounding techniques. You don't want to be in the past or the future. Just stay current as to what you're doing right now. And if your thoughts start to wander, bring them back to that particular object or food or whatever it is that you're doing to ground yourself. These grounding techniques can be really helpful to bring your anxiety levels down. Let me know if they are helpful to you by leaving a comment below. Also, please come back and check out the channel. I'm going to be doing more videos about anxiety relief and OCD relief, giving you motivational talks about mental health. Please subscribe and like, and I will talk to you in the next video, people. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. And I will see you next time.